Again, I chose this topic tonight because it's very controversial. People have so many different questions about it. You know, where does it come from? Who made it up? Black MCs versus white MCs. What's the difference? We play motorcycle club. They live motorcycle club. Just the whole gamut of it. So tonight we're going to try to touch on that. And again, like I said, for me, it was my pleasure to be able to get John to help me with this one.
Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to answer your question. Was it worth it?
Okay.
And
it's obvious.
it really kind of depends on
how you look at it,
who you are and what's inside of you.
Okay.
For me, a guy growing up with no brothers, and I grew up in all girls in the family, so there were no black men. There were no men to speak of. So I joined the military. Well, I volunteered for the submarine force, which was almost all white.
Okay.
So there were no numbers of black men around by which to pattern myself. And then I run into the Black Sabbath in a military town, and you had all these strong African American males that were powerful.
Okay.
And I was just consumed by the thought that I would get to rumble with them.
Okay.
So it was definitely worth it for me to prove, number one, I was not that soft cat they thought I was.
Okay.
And to prove, number two, that I could actually belong. And to prove, number three, that I could earn the right to wear these colors.
Okay.
And no matter how many times they said I couldn't, and no matter how many other MCs said, well, come join us, the fact that they told me, no, you can't be here,
that's a macho male, a black male thing anyway. When you tell a black male no, you don't do nothing but inspire him to achieve yes. So, we all know how that goes. Okay. So, let's get this thing started.
All right.
First off, protocol. What is the true definition of protocol? We ain't gonna even add the MC on it. Let's just say protocol first. I should have had my other phone so I can Google. Okay, Google, what is protocol? I like to do that too, to get the correct definition of protocol.
I think we might be able to do that on this phone that ain't working. It won't run my broadcast, so might as well use it to Google. So, I have two definitions of protocol.
Okay.
My first definition of protocol is kind of ugly.
Okay.
I call protocol the 7-letter word people use when they want you to do something that they're not willing to do.
Boom.
What is protocol, Google? The other thing,
Just say what is protocol. They put it in there, Google. Did it come up?
it's trying.
Well, you got issues tonight with your.
Well, this is.
Is this how you see how Satan works? Any other night you Facebook
Live
all day, all over the country.
All day long. But this.
Okay, so your first definition of protocol is something that people use against you when they want you to do something that they won't do.
That they're not willing to do.
Okay.
Like they will always throw that 7-letter word out at you.
Protocol.
It's almost become like a dirty word.
Okay.
You're not following protocol, whatever the protocol is, for whatever
situation, circumstance, whatever.
Fraternity or whatever. Yeah. It's a way that somebody throws something at you to catch you. You're not doing protocol.
Okay.
But, the real definition of protocol is a group of rules or procedures or traditions or histories or all of the above that are exercised by a particular group that makes up the basis by which that group operates.
Okay.
I don't know what Google will say. What is protocol? This damn thing. It says it's offline.
Turn the Wi-Fi off. Turn your Wi-Fi off. And now try it.
No, because this phone is not connected to Sprint any longer.
Okay. All right, so you gave the two definitions. One is a controlling factor. It's almost like
one is used to control you, and one is for real.
Okay.
So the for real one is what is protocol, and protocol is those groups of procedures that we all use to do whatever it is that we're going to do.
Okay.
That's the real protocol.
Okay.
And so every organization has its so-called quote-unquote protocol.
Okay.
So the motorcycle set has its protocol, and there's two pieces to motorcycle set protocol. That's the protocol that's in your clubhouse, in your motorcycle club, and that's the protocol of the greater motorcycle set.
So it's the club. Okay. So it's the club's protocol and then the set protocol, basically.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So when you add the MC to protocol, where is any of this written? Where is any of this? Like, I've had people tell me or ask me, what library is it in? Where is this wrote down at? Why do we have to believe something that somebody else years ago put in place? And who was this person that said it? And why is it law? Blah 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 blah.
Unfortunately, there's no book written on MC protocol that I know of.
Yeah.
I was thinking about writing one.
Okay.
But there's no book written on MC protocol. So
let me ask you this though. Should there be?
yeah, I think there should be.
Why?
There wasn't a Bible for many centuries.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of texts.
Mm-hmm.
And because there was all these texts, it made for the kind of conversations we're having right now. Well, we have these collection of texts by Matthew, Mark, and Luke that say this, and we have Ephesians, and we have such and such, and we have so-and-so, and who's right? So the King James cat came together, and next thing you know, you had the King James version of the Bible. So we had a text that we could say, this is the accepted text that was inspired by God, and here we are.
Okay.
So I think that would be a good thing, because protocol is different in different places. It's basically the same, but you will find different flavors in different places, and there's motorcycle clubs all over the world.
Okay.
And so the protocol is a little bit different. It's a lot different in Atlanta than it is in San Diego.
Okay.
So you could do something in San Diego and bring that to Atlanta and get totally messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. We've seen that. That's for a perfect example. There's a lot of stuff that we do here on the East Coast that you couldn't get away with on the West Coast. It would be off with your head type shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So.
And those folks who get yonder,
Yeah.
sometimes we smile
Yeah.
when folks get over here and they're just so avid.
Yeah.
Or they're just so and you're like, man, I really wish you would take that someplace else so we can watch you get
Because
towed.
you come here with all your aggression and your upfront attitude, and this is not the place for it. And then we also know too that a lot of people travel sometimes because they have to, not because they want to. Some of y'all are on the run out here in this motherfucker, for real. Hey man, let me stop, man. Listen, man, this is him getting me like this, I'm telling you. But some of y'all can't go back home, so you need to knock that shit off for real. But you fuck around and get sent back home, and it's a whole different ball game. So now we've established what the definition of protocol is. Whether you agree with it or not, it's like you said, it's a group of rules and regulations put together for a group of people to have some type of guidelines to follow on to how to govern whatever it is, the entity that they're in. When you add the motorcycle to it, it's motorcycle protocol. Again, there's nothing written down that says exactly what is protocol or who made it or who designed it. One of the biggest things I tell people all the time when I'm questioning about a protocol question or issue is what makes sense. Look at what you're doing compared to what they're saying you're supposed to be doing, and see what makes the most sense. You feel what I'm saying? It's almost like a child. You tell a child, don't touch that socket. You feel what I'm saying? You know it's electricity in there, but you saw somebody else touch it, or he saw somebody else play with it, or it was exciting, so he went in. Until you actually put your hand in there and get your ass shocked the shit out of you and fuck off the house electricity because we gotta go reset the switches and shit, and you get your ass whooped. Now you want to say, okay, I believe it don't touch in the socket. What the problem with the motorcycle set is, we're getting to the point to where we don't have that time to make those corrections. On a motorcycle set, when you violate a protocol rule, depending on what rule it is, it could cost you your life, and it can cost your MC their colors. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, it is correct. You know, there's a reason for protocol.
Okay.
And a lot of people that don't understand the MC life, they come to it. I feel a little guilty for this.
Okay.
Because when we made the movie Biker Boys, we were trying to make a movie. We had no idea it would be the only movie. We had no idea the power it would have. Okay. And we had no idea how it would explode the biker set.
Okay.
The biker set was really quiet, silent. San Diego had 7, 8 motorcycle clubs. Not 50, not 60. There certainly weren't 400 motorcycle clubs in Atlanta. You know, all this stuff didn't exist. And what wasn't conveyed was that what we tried to convey, you know, you had a guy, he was bringing an up-and-coming club. Well, we showed in the movie how you had to go get permission to do that.
Yeah, I saw that at the council.
And then he was, doing bad things on the set, ripping people off, this, that, and the other. So we showed the Outlaw Club come in and
have to want to deal with them.
Have to deal with them. And then the old club came in and settled everything down. So we showed the respect. And what people took from the movie was, all the stuff we showed,
they didn't get none of that.
What they took was, Biker Boys, we make our own rules.
Yeah, because they didn't get none of that shit you just said.
And so it just amazes me. One guy went on YouTube, and I saw him. He was like, the thing that made me get in the motorcycle world was when they said, Biker Boys, we make our own rules. And people think that you come onto the motorcycle set with your own rules. And the very wonderful thing about rules, although rules suck, is rules make the playing field fair for everybody.
Okay.
If there are rules, then there's nobody gets treated better than anyone. Nobody gets away with anything. And
that's what it's supposed to be. But we know right now, on the set that we're in the motorcycle community that we're part of, there are those up here and there are those down there. There are people who take the rule and stretch it this way, that way, up and down. They stretch it any kind of way they want to. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that don't nobody really know the rules.
Well, in every society, there are going to be those people who bend the rules or make the rules work to their advantage. And then there will be the people who break the rules. Okay. And some will break it from ignorance and some will break it on purpose. So, even the rules to get inside heaven and hell, you'll have people dealing at the pearly gates.
At the gate, like, hey man, but what about this? I did this.
I'm probably going to be one of them if things ain't looking right. I'm trying to get my deal in. So, because there are folks who bend the rules, break the rules, and just disobey the rules, doesn't mean that there aren't rules. Doesn't mean that there's not rules in this game.
It doesn't mean that they don't work.
It doesn't mean that they don't work, and it doesn't mean that you won't follow them. Yeah. I see people, come into this thing with this idea that what they see on television, people having shootouts with law enforcement,
not all in the city. You're in the same city you in, and you're gonna ride past them the next day. Believe that SOA shit if you want to. I'm telling you right now.
They're making secret agents disappear.
Hey, Kiefer Sutherland, my man. You caused a whole bunch of motherfuckers to get fucked up with that bullshit SOA, man. So when y'all see Kiefer, y'all need to tell him, hey, Kiefer, look, that was real fucked up, man, that you got us sprung on that SOA shit, and we all started believing that shit, and now my partner doing 25 to life for that dumb shit.
It was amazing to me how every year, every month, every week, and I watched it.
I'm on it. I got every episode. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
And then I see people try to live that.
But now I'm gonna tell you this too, though. Let me show you how messed up in the times that we are. Facebook has become reality. Instagram has become reality. Twitter has become reality. So Kiefer Sutherland, you can blame him for SOA if you want to, But we way more fucked up than that because right now, I just posted it was a blessing. I woke up the other morning and Facebook hit me and said, "Hey, Sel, you just reached over 2 million views. Congratulations, blah, 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 blah." Well, I posted that, and all of a sudden, my phone started ringing, and people started saying, "Okay, can I get a job? Let me hold some money." They read $2 million instead of reading 2 million views.
Well, I was reading $2 million. I can't have a job.
Hey, look here, man. Understand this. If I even got 10,000, I would be happy. I haven't got it yet, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you. And if I did, you would know. Because one thing about if I get anything that look like money, y'all might well go on Ted Kennedy me right now. Y'all going to assassinate me. I'm out of here, homeboy. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to show up and show out. So, back to what we were saying, the perception is the new reality.
Right. So, yeah, I can tell you that it is a hard game to make money in this. So you do this because you love it, and if money comes, it comes.
Oh my goodness, got to. Now and while we're here, we're sitting in the foyer of my man's mansion because he done wrote 3 books.
Oh shit!
So we're sitting in the foyer.
Hello.
Of this 19.
Most foyers are much bigger.
Of this 19. You can't touch the back wall. Of this 19-bedroom mansion because he done wrote 3 books.
Yeah.
Who are all actually good, awesome books, man. Good learning tools. My biggest thing is this, man. I wanted to just bring this to you tonight because if you're not in a motorcycle club and you're thinking about getting into a motorcycle club, if you're in a motorcycle club and you don't know, or you got people in a motorcycle club that don't care to know, protocol is what it is. It's the history of what this thing was found, what the foundation was laid on. It's the rules and regulations that were put in place to govern the thing that you love or that you think you love or you say you love, which is called motorcycling. So the same rules of protocol apply to him, national president, apply to me, national fuck up if y'all want to call, I don't know, y'all call me all kind of names. It is what it is. But the same rules apply. And I try my best to live by those rules because I want to be a part of the motorcycle community, the community's greatness. You feel what I'm saying? I constantly preach about love, loyalty, and respect. And I constantly preach about the motorcycle set having everything you need. We have everything we need within the motorcycle set. But a lot of it is being disrespected, overlooked, and a lot of it is because jealousy. Why would I hire John to publish my book or to help me write a book, knowing he gonna make a percentage of the money that I'm gonna make, blah blah blah? Or why would I take my bike to so and so to paint it and pay him? We need to get out of that shit.
Here's some interesting things.
We need to get out of that shit.
When I always crack up when we don't mind paying
them
for whatever. Mm-hmm. Like if we want to go buy T-shirts with our club's name on it, we will pay the Asian guy to make he $25 for the pattern, $50 for the shirt. When you got done, you got a $95 shirt on, and we won't pay the club. Oh, you know what? I'm using the club's image. Let me give the MC $5. Okay. Well, if you ask, I want everybody who buys a T-shirt and gets one made with our logo and stuff on it to just give us $5. You would have World War III in your MC because, man, all y'all think about is the money. Oh, but the MC needs money to grow. The MC needs money to operate. When we talk about protocol is an interesting thing. If you have so many people trying to get around it, there are 3 things you better know if you're going to be on the motorcycle set. One is your MC will deal one way or another with outlaw MCs.
Automatic.
1%ers.
Automatic.
I used to only think that there was this handful of them. There are outlaw MCs we run into I've never even heard of before. Rocking that 1%
well, you know why though? You know why you run into them?
Because I'm on the road.
Because you ride the motorcycle.
Oh yeah. Because you ride. Because I can get out on. I I had a wonderful time in Wichita, Kansas. There's this RC, and I think it's called, oh my goodness, I can't even remember the name of it. They don't wear a back patch at all. They just, in Europe, they don't, if you're a 99% motorcycle club, you don't have a back patch.
Okay.
So they wear these things, they call them side patches.
Okay.
So, I mean, we call them chest patches, they call them side patches. So this Wichita, Kansas motorcycle club, riding club, these guys all walking around with the chest patch. So, but we go over there, and every darn motorcycle club in the city is there. And all these outlaw motorcycle clubs. Like, these guys are the coolest guys in the world to hang out with. Yeah. So I was like, hey man, where's y'all's back patch? Oh man, we don't mess with that. That's what we do. But they got the coolest club. So they've recognized where they fit into the protocol. Yeah. You understand? And because they come in and they follow the protocol
for the RC,
what they have is an incredible, profitable
organization
center that's getting down. We're an RC and every MC in town is here. All night long. They kept coming. 3, 4, 5. We had our annual and then went over there. Dang. So this protocol thing is neat. So the first thing you're going to learn is you're going to deal with 1%er MCs. Okay. The second thing you're going to learn, because I very seldom see MC the 99%er to 99%er conflict. Okay. What I mostly see is you've messed up and a 1%er is in your behind. Okay. Now, the second thing you're going to learn is if you're not right, then the 1%er is going to get you right. And that can be with a conversation, that can be with a phone call, or that can be quite painful. Okay. And it doesn't matter whether they're a white MC, a 1%er, or a black 1%er. You're going to run into them if you're not following this protocol. Now, you may get away with it for a long time. You might be running 3, 4, 5 years. Everything is fine. Another thing people think is, I can do something in my own state, or maybe I can't do something in my state, and I'll run to another state with these colors on that ain't right. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but 1% MCs talk to each other. They make phone calls. Yeah. Like, is this guy really a 1%er up there in Ohio? No, we never heard of him. So you're not going to skirt this thing. You're not going to get away from it. You're not going to get around it. And bottom line is, you don't have the power to change it. I hear a lot of folks stuff. You know what? They bleed just like we do.
One of my favorites is, who the fuck gonna tell me how to ride my motorcycle?
Well, you can find out when they're sitting around and looking at you like you'll ride your motorcycle like this, and your chest deflates. Yeah. You realize you're alone. Yeah. Chest deflates.
Let me tell you something interesting, and I'm gonna say this, but I was in VA, and I had a conversation with a cat, and I asked him. I said, "Well, who's the dominant here?" Dominant is the OMC that has what I can say set themselves up to be the dominant.
Dominant is the most powerful MC in the city. Period. That's what the dominant is. Okay. It's the most powerful 1% MC in the city. Okay. And they'll fight amongst themselves. I'm the dominant, you're the dominant. And they'll argue amongst themselves, but in every area there's one dominant.
Period.
And everybody knows
who's the dominant.
Well, dominant means
dominant. So I asked this person, so man, who's the dominant, And he's like, well, what do you mean? And this person had on some colors. And I said, well, who governs the set out here? He was like, what do you really ask me? I said, well, who gives you guys permission to exist or not exist? He said, what? I wish a motherfucker would. I said, well, so you saying nobody? He said, man, the only person that governs us is the CIA, FBI, NCIC, and some. He's saying all the alphabet. And I said, for real? He's like, man, we don't play that shit out here, man. The police, man, if you told a motherfucker out here or got sideways, man, they gonna have your ass out here. So I just thought that was very, very interesting and very, very crazy. And again, it was just a conversation that I had, and I just thought that
when people start talking to me like that, I just walk away. It's just like
Yeah.
it's like talking to somebody that is in a different world. Like they're talking about Martians, and you know you want to believe them because if there's a Martian out there, you certainly want to know it.
Yeah.
So you might look a couple times. And like, you know what? There's no Martian out here now. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I looked, and I don't see a Martian. So we're going to have to go on like there's no Martians out here. And if there's a Martian, then but I don't pay people like that no mind because they're silly.
Yeah.
And God blesses fools
And babies.
and babies. So those guys will ride around forever and never be touched.
Yeah.
And then you do some of that silliness, and you know better, and here you
That's
are.
your ass, Mr. Postman.
Right. So the thing I also say is you can win a battle against an OMC at any day. You can they put their pants on like anybody else, and you can sure go out and shoot one.
Yeah.
But winning a battle is different than winning a war.
All the time.
That's
what they say, game one. It's a 7-series. It's a 7-game series, partner.
So I've seen a guy, hurt a guy in an OMC, and then the next thing you know, his whole club was off the set forever.
Yeah.
So if you ride, if you ride the 99% lifestyle, be the 99%.
Okay, let's talk about that. 1%er and 9. What's the true definition of 1%er? I know it, but just give it to me.
Well, to me, the true definition of the 1%er is they live the 1% lifestyle.
Which is they only believe in abiding by 1% of the law, correct?
No.
Okay.
Because if that was true, they wouldn't have jobs.
Period. I agree.
And many 1%ers have jobs. So this idea that they only follow 1% of the laws, man, some of them guys, you would know the difference between you and I. But they have a different call to the code of the MC than we do. Okay. One of the codes, and I'm not a 1%er. I don't claim to be. That's not the lifestyle I've lived. But these are things I've seen. But the 1% is MC first. And for the 99%er, it's God, family, and job first.
Yeah.
So the 1%er is also capable of great violence. Now, many of them will tell you, no, we're not. But you just do a internet search for any club name you want, and you can see the violence that they've been able to do. You do that for 99% of motorcycle clubs, and you don't see it as much.
You see some world star shit about a club fight.
And the other thing is, they will typically have a nationwide structure.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, that's where their power comes from. It's not. I tell people all the time, if you're worried about, and again, let me say this correctly so I don't get this messed up. But the OMCs that you know are not the issue. It's the ones that you don't know, like he said, because of the nation and because of the network that they have. But it's just like, where I come from, Compton, California, we got the gangs, we got just different things of that nature. So you might live on the block with big so-and-so and whatever, but if you piss off the gang, you feel what I'm saying, it's not going to be him that you have to worry about. It's the ones that you don't know that you have to worry about. So that's almost the same with the OMC. And again, the biggest part of this, man, is that you can question protocol all day. Only thing I tell people is when they call me, what makes more sense? What you're doing, the bullshit that you're doing, or the correction that people are trying to tell you is the correct way to do it. What would be your aspect of how do you research protocol?
Well, protocol has different flavors in different places. So if there's no book, then what you have to do is you have to ask questions. You have to use your 2 eyeballs and your 2 ears more than your 1 mouth.
Okay.
Your mom, grandma said God gave you 2 eyeballs and 2 ears and 2 nostrils. So he would expect you to use those more. And that's absolutely correct when you get on a bike set in a new place. It never hurts to ask. You find an OG MC and you sit down and you ask. I'm new to the area. I'm new to the set. What are things that folks do here? What are the protocols that I most need to be aware of? What are the rules here? If I want to come to Georgia and I want to bring my motorcycle club here, how do most motorcycle clubs come to Georgia?
Yeah.
And once you get that figured out through a series of questions and observations and reading, there's a lot of stuff you can find on the internet, then you know how to approach an area. I read a book once that said everything I ever needed to know to get along in society, I learned in kindergarten.
Damn.
And we did learn that in kindergarten. Everything from taking an apple to the teacher to standing in line, sharing, playing with the toys in the sandbox. I mean, all of these things set us up to be able to deal in society. And the MC is just a society. The MC set is a society of clubs that get along. And what allows them to get along without killing each other?
All the rules.
Protocol. MC protocol. How do you get your motorcycle set on the club? How do you prospect people? How do you take a person from one motorcycle club to the next? There's a protocol, and people violate that. You know that it's against MC protocol to actually offer someone a position in your motorcycle club when they are in someone else's motorcycle club.
It's disrespect.
It's not just disrespect, it's against protocol.
Yeah.
So if somebody says, hey man, when you get...
I know you're a king, man, but...
I know you're a king, man, but...
Yeah.
What if you know I'm a king, man?
Why you even... Why we even...
I know you're prospecting for them. I know you're their hang-around. However, we know you're a good man. And I think many of us have done that. I've been guilty of that. Once you learn better, you should do better.
Okay.
When I've seen it backfire on me. And so a lot of times I say everything that I'm against is everything I've probably been. But I have learned through experience how not to do those things. So another thing about protocol is protocol gets better as you become experienced. Because you will make mistakes. I've made mistakes with with OMCs that have had to go stand before them.
Okay.
And find some kind of way to apologize and say I would never do it again.
Okay.
Then I've had my motorcycle club make mistakes that I've had to go and apologize for as a national president. It's not pleasant, but it's that learning phase.
What up, Cuzzo? What up, Roland? My Cuzzo, Roland High, president of Las Vegas Hog Life. You feel what I'm saying?
My boy, bad news, Midnight Stars,
Yeah.
Former national president, said that's why he got kicked out of kindergarten.
Oh, okay.
I guess he wouldn't.
You didn't feel like playing. You didn't feel like you fucking.
He wasn't playing with the folks.
Yeah, when they say go play, you say, yeah, I don't play. So I quit school because of recess. All right, so protocol has been given to, as John said, to keep the playing field level, to give you at least a guideline or a guidance of what should be and how you should act and how you should conduct yourself and how you should be treated as well, because it keeps everybody, like you said, on the even playing field. Now, we can get the question is, who made up protocol?
Well, protocol is like everything that happens to society. Like, you think of the pioneer.
Okay.
Now, as a pioneer, you're sitting around in the big woods in Georgia, and you're like, you know what? This thing's getting too crowded. There's no more big woods. They're chopping down all the trees. I'm going west. So you tell your woman, listen here, I'll be back in 2 years. They used to do that, And that woman would wait. There's no mail, no nothing.
Yeah.
No mail.
I got you.
Not mails.
I know it's the mail. You know my
mail.
US Post.
Because I know there was some mails.
You post.
Anyway, you strike out to your little house on the prairie.
Yeah.
And you get out there, you build your house out of sod, and you are a settler, and that's your...
Yeah.
I don't curse anymore. So, that's your stuff. And you bring your wife out there, and everybody's cool. And you're doing what you want to do. But now, there's a whole bunch of other settlers out there. And now that there's settlers out there, and everybody's out there, and now everybody's going into town with guns and shooting up the city, and shooting up bystanders, somebody says, we need a sheriff.
Yeah.
And a protocol is born. Protocol is born out of necessity. Here you are shooting up the town. We're working good. We're working hard here.
Yeah.
So now you bring a sheriff in. And the sheriff says, well, you know, there'll be no guns in town. We can't have that anymore. Leave your gun on your horse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now the wife is upset because there's no school for the children.
Yeah.
So we need to get a teacher in here and a preacher. And so these protocols are born. These things that prop up society. So protocol is not made by any one person. It's more that protocol has come about as a reason, as the building blocks for people to get along and constructively create institutions. And the MC is an institution. A lot of people say, well, it's just a hobby for me. Well, then you're in the wrong place.
Hey, man.
Because this...
One of the things I tell you like this, you don't have to be an MC to ride with an MC.
What's up, Melvin?
You don't have to be. But if you're in an MC, you joined a motorcycle club because you said you love to ride your motorcycle. Not because you like to ride or own a motorcycle or will ride. No, that's not the reason why you joined a motorcycle club. You joined a motorcycle club because you said, I love to ride my motorcycle every day as much as I can. So I want to be around other people who have the same type of enthusiasm and same love as me. So, and some people add I don't have any brothers or family here. So, you know, that all of those things incorporate the reason why you join a motorcycle club. I tell people all the time, real quick, I tell people all the time, you can hang around a motorcycle club all day and not wear the patch. And we fine with that. We're not going to treat you no different, no... You know, of course, you got to stand outside when we having meetings and discussions and shit like that. But you're not going to be treated different. And I tell a lot of people, especially the people that I know nowadays. I had a buddy call me the other day, say, hey, Sel, I think I'm ready to join the King of the South. And I told him, please do not ruin our friendship by you joining the King of the South. Because I'm going to be a totally different individual once you join King of the South. Because understand this, whatever I'm doing, I expect for you to do it. Again, you know, of course, well, Sel, you don't have a job. I can't ride like you. I understand that. But I do expect for you to ride your motorcycle as often and as much as you possibly can. My whole thing and the problem that I got with a lot of the motorcycle clubs and the set period is people join the motorcycle. Then they get busy with work and the kids and school and home and when my wife this and my... No. All of that shit should have been discussed and already thought about before you joined the motorcycle club. And that's why one of the things, too, I always tell people, quit telling people how long your prospecting period is. Because if I know that for 90 days I got to do good, 6 months I got to do good, or maybe even a year I got to do good, then guess what? It's just like a female that I did. If I'm trying to fuck a female, he don't curse, I do. If I'm trying to fuck a female and she tell me I got to wait 7 months and be a perfect gentleman for 7 months, then what you think I'm going to do? I'm going to be a perfect fucking gentleman for 7 months. But on the first day of that 8th month,
a perfect effing gentleman?
A perfect fucking gentleman. It's a such thing as that, trust me. But on the first day of the 8th month, it's time for me to get that. You run that, guess what I'm going to do? Now I'm going to turn into who I really was anyway, because that's all I wanted, was just to get to whatever it was I was trying to achieve. So if you don't tell a person what your prospecting period is, just tell them, hey man, you're going to prospect until we decide. That, in turn, makes a person really, really... You know, it kind of adds that, is this what you really want to do type of shit to it. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, it's the biggest thing is this, man, is that don't join a motorcycle club because you have a motorcycle. Don't join a motorcycle club because you got weekends off. You feel what I'm saying? Don't join a motorcycle club because your homeboy's in a motorcycle club. And if he can be in one, I know I can. If he can be a king or he can be a Black Sabbath, I know I can be one. Please stop doing that. And you friends that are allowing your friends to do that, stop doing that shit as well. Stop allowing them to do that. You stop doing it and stop letting them do it. Again, if a person is not going to commit as much as you're going to commit or dedicate as much as you're going to dedicate, then just tell them, babe, dude, you just come hang out, man. Whenever I go riding, I call you, and you just come ride and hang out. So
yeah, it's even deeper for me.
Yeah.
In that, if you are not my friend from 25 years ago, if we weren't in the Navy together. I don't even really make out of the motorcycle set friends. They really don't have a lifestyle that I have in common with them. My friends over the past maybe 15 years have all been, you know, if I haven't made you as a friend on my job and we weren't in the Navy together and we didn't grow up together, then you probably are not someone that I'm going to be. I haven't like gone around the corner and made a friend with, you know, old Bob Hickcock over there. This thing, the people, I mean, the way that I dress, the way that I hang out, the things I talk about, the places I go. You know, I haven't been to a real nightclub. Like,
I just said that earlier.
What is a real nightclub?
If it ain't no motorcycle shit, I'm not even with it. I don't even, if it's
like, do they still have?
Yeah, they got them. $25, $40 to get in, all that shit.
112 Club, 112.
All that shit, they got all that shit. They still got all that shit.
With the lines outside. When I walk up to a motorcycle club, I am a VIP.
Yeah, that part.
You know, I stand outside
Who
really
does that? Who does
in the
that?
line,
Yeah.
and I see them like I've seen them clubs where there'd be a line around the door.
Yeah.
That I've been in motorcycle clubs 27 years. I roll up my feet out, my music comes. Dum, 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 dum. I'm walking right in the front door. And you know, and then I get in free too. That doesn't hurt. I go to 10 parties a night or whatever. I'm not.
Lucky joker.
That's kind of fun. So, but this idea that I would stand outside a club and wait to go to the VIP room or something. When I strut into a motorcycle club, I strut in. I got my brothers around me. I am a VIP. You know what I'm saying? And people are hugging us, and you don't get to. Do you get to hug everybody when you walk in a nightclub?
You better not touch a motherfucker. They gonna either holler rape or something on your motherfucker.
Yeah, this is
protocol.
The official procedure or system of rules governing affairs of state or diplomatic occasions. The original draft of diplomatic documents, especially the terms of a treaty, agreed to in a conference and signed by parties. What is protocol? Protocol is an agreed upon format of transmitting data between two. This is for computers.
Okay.
Computer protocol, like internet protocol, which is an agreed upon format for how we're going to do things, for how they transfer data, for how we let people in motorcycle clubs, for how we allow motorcycle clubs in an area, for how we ride down the road, for who is senior at certain places, for what you do when one motorcycle club member goes to join another motorcycle club, the things that that person has to do before they can come over here, like give up all their colors and all this, that, and the other. This keeps you from killing them and them from killing you. All these things. How do you talk to a property in somebody else's motorcycle club? There's a procedure for that called protocol.
Okay.
How do you discipline a member of somebody's motorcycle club that has disrespected your clubhouse? There's a protocol for that.
Speaking of that, I had a conversation with a cat was saying that why do we have to back into a clubhouse? Why do you just face a clubhouse?
Oh man, you know what? I just wrote something on that on the Georgia Council President board. I wrote something about that, and it was kind of ugly because they were having this discussion about backing into the clubhouse.
Okay.
And so what I wrote was, and I'll paraphrase, and they were laughing at me like saying, "I see you trying to write your books on our page." So what I said was this: some protocol we just go to the extreme with.
Okay.
And you're trying to be a little bit bigger and badder than what you are. So I told a story about how it was in December. I had a brand new prospect, and we wanted to take him riding. He had like a $60,000 motorcycle as a prospect, so we were very jealous of him.
So it must be like a Harley Davidson, like a.
It was one of them custom built things,
okay.
You know, like when Jesse James and them were building motorcycles before California shut their booties down.
Okay.
So this thing was incredible. You know, I would never ride. They're so small, like they don't even ever really work.
Yeah, man, keep going.
Can
with
I
the story,
tell?
man. Yeah, past the HD.
So which I don't even like Harley Davidson, but we're not gonna go there. So as we're riding, we go to this, we pull up to this club, and it's their bike night, and we're the only motorcycle club on. It's 18 degrees with the wind blowing at 30 knots.
Okay.
So the wind chill factor is like minus 40 or something. We pull up on this thing, and we all back in, and the prospect just pulls his bike up. He's cold. He just pulls his bike up, and this cat comes running out this club, furious, screaming and hollering. He screams up the prospect, down the prospect. And I'm just looking at him like thinking, boy, he's really screaming at the prospect there. So after he gets done screaming at the prospects, he starts screaming at the members. And by this time, we got his bike turned around, and now we're inside that motorcycle club trying to warm up. We're shaking. And this guy's still mad. He comes walking up to me saying, you know, your guy pulled up facing our clubhouse. And I said, yeah, we're sorry about that. And he goes, you can understand if I went and kicked every one of those MFing motorcycles over.
No, we can't understand that.
I said, no, we couldn't understand that at all. As a matter of fact, the best thing to do is let us buy you a drink.
Yeah, and get over
so that we don't have something happen tonight that none of us imagined would happen when we both woke up.
Yeah.
And so I kind of laugh when folks tell me, you know, this guy was so mad that we didn't back into his place. And my thing was like, you're a 99% motorcycle club. So what the hell have you to worry about somebody pulling a fish forward into your motorcycle club? I mean, really, is one person pulling up in front of your motorcycle club getting ready to shoot up your joint? Do you even have enemies like that?
Yeah.
I can understand if you backed into the local 1%, you pulled up into the local 1%, they may come out shooting.
Yeah.
But this here, dude, what the heck you gonna do? You gonna kick somebody's motorcycle over and get yourself towed up in here. Probably your homeboys ain't even gonna help you. You are doing too much. You are perpetrating a fraud. Your MC has no reason to worry about somebody pulling up in front of it, in the forward of it. There was one time
But it's protocol.
It's protocol, but is it? You said what is protocol? Is that protocol for you, or is that protocol for outlaws?
Or is that just a
well, courtesy and protocol are two different things.
Yeah, is that a courtesy?
So I can understand why you wouldn't pull up. Am I really disrespecting you? Because we pull up in front of the Born Losers all the time.
You ain't got no choice.
The
way they come out.
You ain't got no choice. I wish you would back up in there.
Yeah,
Can you even back up that hill?
You're gonna be down, and down. You're gonna be on my number one YouTube video.
So you don't see them running out. Oh my God, you disrespected the clubhouse. They're just so happy to see you. Yeah. Thanks for coming by. And I think that when it comes to protocol, we should separate the idiocy
from the.
Hey man, it's 18 degrees outside with the wind blowing at 30 knots. We're so glad you're here.
Period.
Matter of fact, bring them motorcycles on the inside.
Yeah.
Everybody warm up. So, you know, protocol is that 7-letter word, because that guy probably drove there that night. That 7-letter word we use against somebody when we want them to do something or we want to front them off on Front Street, like you really got an issue that you should be so... It would have been different if all your homeboys had come running out with their guns like, are they here? Oh, y'all ain't them? Hey man, don't back. But you don't have that as an issue. So sometimes we want to put BS down on people in the guise of protocol. In the name of protocol. Yeah. And you can understand if I kicked your bike over.
No.
Well, what protocol was that?
I can't even understand it if I fucked up protocol. If I totally...
I wish you would put your foot on my motorcycle.
Now, speaking of that, 27 years in the game, how has the set changed, man?
Oh, Chiquita said Shelly Sell.
Chiquita, what it do? That's one of them DWKs, man, for real,
She
man.
from my hometown.
Oklahoma
City.
Yeah, that's my girl, man. Love you. So, how has the set changed, man?
Oh, in 27 years? The first thing it has done is it's gotten exponentially bigger.
Okay.
So, you know, you got 400 motorcycle clubs.
Exponentially, for those of y'all that don't know, means a lot. There's a whole bunch of shit.
As a multiplication
factor.
factor.
Times 100. You know what I'm saying?
So it's gotten a lot bigger. How about that? It's gotten huge. Whereas you would have maybe 10, 20. When I first came to Atlanta, I got here in like 2000. There wasn't all those.
Well, actually, Sweet Tea today earlier named it was only 10, 11 clubs in Georgia.
That I was here for that.
Yeah.
And that was 16 years ago. Now there are more than I have seen it as many as 400 in Georgia and in the Atlanta metro area. We're not even talking about
just period. Well, let me add this to that real quick before you go further. I tell people all the time when they ask how do we deal with the overcrowding of all of the bikes, all of the different bike clubs in Georgia. Like I tell them like this. If you are, which we do have what they call those fly block clubs and those local jokers or those pop-ups or whatever you want to call them, to me personally, let them come and go because they're not doing nothing but they're going to come for the summer. I call them summertime clubs or riding season clubs or whatever the fuck you want to call them. But me personally, I wish a rule was in place that you couldn't even host an anniversary, an event or anything for like 5 years. Because...
Well, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No, and I'll tell you why. I never used the word pop-up.
Okay.
The Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club was a pop-up in 1974. Nobody thought we would make it. Okay. We were the new kids on the block. They gave us the worst annual.
Okay, the day.
The worst day on the calendar, which was like right in the middle of rainy season. Okay. Now it's called the breakout run. Now it is the first run of the year, and everybody comes down. Okay. But then it was like the worst time. And you're not a pop-up club unless you're here today, gone tomorrow.
That's what I mean.
But if you, but who knows? You're not you don't know who's a pop-up club and who's the next 43-year-old club until such time.
You can tell, John.
No, you can't. I don't think you can tell.
Listen,
I can't tell. I can look and see that your protocol is bad.
Number one,
I can look and see that y'all are riding staggered instead of 2x2. I can look and see that when you guys drive down the street, you look like a horse.
Everybody can't ride 2x2. You need to knock that off, man. Everybody can't ride 2x2.
Don't do that.
They can't. Everybody can't ride 2x2.
Don't do that, man. Everybody in an MC. Is that how you do it in sign language?
No, that's W. You just do it.
Everybody in an MC should be able to ride suicide.
No. Can't do it.
You can't ride with us, bro.
I mean, I can do it.
I've seen you do it.
I know. Yeah, okay. I know.
I've seen you out there.
But everybody can't do that. A lot of people, a lot of clubs just accept.
That's because the road captain's not on his job. I've got a video out for the road captain.
Listen, what real rights does a road captain have in today's MC? Back in the day, a road captain was the man, period. But today, the road captain ain't nothing but a fucking title, man.
You knew a road captain was going to be a president.
Yeah.
And I got a book coming out called Road Captain's Bible, and I want to give the road captain back his thing. But a road captain, to me, MC means move the crowd.
Okay.
All right? TC Islam said that. Okay. You don't know who that is. You're not from the East Coast. No. You don't know that rap, that 1987 rap. Okay. But MC means that motorcycle club is moving. Okay. And the person that's responsible for that is that young booty road captain. See, I've been sitting around YouTube. That young road captain, chest up, who's done his homework and knows how to move that MC down the street. Okay. Now, if you are a road captain and you allow your power to be whittled away, you haven't read your bylaws, and that's your own fault. Because in a real traditional, real live MC, the road captain is the president when the MC is on the road.
When you're moving.
When you moving. And that's
you're doing some motorcycling shit, meaning riding a motorcycle. The road captain is the president. I know you don't believe it, but that's the truth. He's totally responsible.
Are y'all taking
all safety?
Are y'all taking calls? Is this your? She's got your last name. Is this your people?
Which one?
Tamika
Tillman. Queen.
Oh, that's your wife. I only know her by Queen.
She said we taking calls. We don't have a phone to take calls on. Both of mine are being used right now, so we don't have a phone to take calls on. But maybe we need to incorporate that one day. Maybe
I could pull a phone in here. Are we taking calls?
If you want to, it's up to you.
Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me see if I can pull a phone in here.
Okay. Well, while he does that, man, again, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Today has been a real epic day for me, man. Earlier, if you didn't get a chance to see that video with Miss Teresa, she gave us some history for the Atlanta bike set, and really, kind of clarified a few things. So, major shout out to her. I love you, T. Golden Hawks, and then now I'm here with my man John Bunch. And again, I'm doing this because this is what I love: motorcycling. I love the MC set. I love what it stands for. I love what it's supposed to be. I love what just the hope that we can get this thing back on track. And again, I'm not saying that it's all the way off track, but we all know that some improvement is warranted and can be done. Let me see some of these comments. I know I'm way behind on comments. Man, let me see. I can ride suicide, but anybody can't ride suicide with me by Tim Kelly. Quill, what it do? Best way to ride. Damn, you know, a lot of people can't hold their position. Elijah, ain't nothing like riding like that. So all of y'all experts now on riding suicide, as he calls it. What up, my man Greg Smith, Jeff Alston.
Hey, my people can't see you, man. Stand up so they can see you.
Oh, my bad. I'm trying to read these comments. They can hear me. Everybody good? Let me see. Roscoe, what it do, man? He said that is the truth. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to some of these earlier comments. We doing good tonight, man. We got a lot of people out. Charles, Chucky, what up, man? I ain't riding a motorcycle, but it's my lifestyle, and I would agree with that. Chucky is the hell in a
Chucky,
wheelchair.
the guy in the wheelchair?
Yeah,
That's
Chucky,
my baby. That's my dog right there.
Yeah, Chucky in a wheelchair ride more than most of you cats ride. Period. Let me see. Build protocol enforces traditional rules. So if everybody followed tradition, you wouldn't need protocol to enforce it. Okay. Let me see what we got. Some people just fell off. Me, man, I'm gonna leave this thing alone, man. Need that road captain book. Okay. Should be illegal. Everybody can't ride. Suicide is cool until the deer run out in front of the pack.
Well, then everybody's messed up.
What up, Soldy Locks? You said everybody messed up?
Yeah, it's not like.
Yeah, but deer run out in the pack on suicide. It's going. Well, I mean, on staggered. What's going to be the difference?
Uh-oh.
What you got?
You know, the technology be kicking my butt, man. This technology is so tough.
Is that a rotary phone? Got a rotary phone. Who in the fuck does that? I just lost some subscribers. I don't know, something happened. Anyway, you touching and messing with stuff. Should have just left it alone. But again, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Beautiful day, beautiful conversation. So we're gonna get it together. Tandem is a true rider. What up with it, Spicy Wicey? Number Emery L. Phil. What up with it? We trying to get it hooked up now, y'all, so we can get some call in. So y'all just bear with us. Apparently something happened with my thing. A lot of shit fell. A lot of people fell off. All right. We got a few more minutes of this, then we're going to have to get it together. We're trying to hook up a phone. But again, is protocol real? If you join a motorcycle club, why should protocol be that important to you? If you are interested in joining a motorcycle club, protocol is something you should learn. Seek out, ask questions. Have that first before you even join a motorcycle club. Man, we talked about a lot today. A whole lot. So, you have to rewind it. Also, I did an interview earlier today. Go back and check that out. It's on YouTube, FHO Atlanta GA. Or go back and check it out on my Facebook page. But, anyway, what else we got? Protocol is real.
See if this works. Oh, shoot. We got dial tone.
You don't have no speaker for it.
Let's see if the...
There it is.
Uh-oh.
There we go. All right, so you want to take calls?
I don't know my number.
Dial it. Oh, you okay?
Who can I call? I'll call your wife.
Okay, yeah. See, she's going to have to put the number on the
Here.
screen.
phone number? Nobody knows that.
Do you really want to get his number out?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see how dusty this phone is. Hey, whatever number this is just popped up, put it on the page so we can do the call-ins. All right, did it pop up? What is it? 678-953. What else? 678-953 what?
Yeah. What?
Oh, 678-395. Get it together now. And you, what is it, man? You don't know how to look at the phone and see the number and talk at the same time? Okay, she said she just put it on the page. I don't know it, but she said, okay, 678-395-65.
I know John McDowell. I know.
Okay, well, we doing it, Carl. We doing it right now. Bye.
Okay. What's the phone number?
678-395-65. Go ahead, man. What's going on? What's going on with your Tech 9? We got this line gonna be. Y'all gonna have to hold on one call at a time. What's your question, 9? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead with your question.
Okay, so what is the protocol for a support club under an outlaw motorcycle club?
What do you mean? What is the protocol?
Like, do they follow the same rules and regulations, or are they allowed to follow their own rules as a club?
When you say the same rules, are you saying that the rules and regulations of the outlaw, of the 1%er, or the 99%er? Is that what you're saying?
The one.
I think what you're saying is that because you wear a support patch, is your protocol different? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
So no, you're a 99%er, and you do 99%er things. Now the permissions or privileges that are granted to you as a result of your support patch would be told to you by your dominant. So they may have you do something for them or something like that, which being a 99%er I wouldn't know much about, but that would come directly from them in the form of bylaws or whatever agreement that you made with them. But if they've given you nothing like that, then you're a 99%er and you try to act accordingly. One thing that you shouldn't do is you should always, stay clear of that. That's their business, and that's what they'll do.
Are you going to have a 1% on your show anytime soon to answer questions like this?
We'll try. I mean, this is just something, man, me and John put together tonight. Apparently, it's much needed. As you guys are loving it. So we'll probably try to come up with this on a weekly basis.
Good idea. Yeah. We can do that. If one will come and talk, they don't normally get on these things.
No, they don't. But we'll try though. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the love, 9.
All right, Prez.
Thank you.
Gonna be kind of good.
Oh wow, it
Maybe
works.
call on day. Go ahead.
What up, Cuzzo?
What up with it? This is Gorilla Blue, Hog Life President, Las Vegas chapter. What's going on,
From
Fred?
Las Vegas.
Hey, I'm sitting here and I told, first of all, much love and respect to OG right there, man.
Thank you, brother.
What I'm saying is, my daddy's been in this shit, longer than OG right there, but the bike set, when they say what is protocol to me, the bike set protocol is the bike set 10 commandments.
Okay.
Like when you decide to become a Christian or whatever, and you go to church, you have to roll with the 10 commandments or the church covenant that they have on the wall. So when you join the bike set, the rules and regulations is the same thing. Rules and regulations is protocol, but my thing is this.
Bring a chair to set this on, John.
How are some of these new clubs that just do what they want to do when it's supposed to be protocol? How do we feel about that?
Well, one of the biggest things you just said, because this is what we were brought up to. One of the questions we brought up tonight, well, the main question is, if you say it's 10 Commandments, a lot of people are questioning who wrote the 10 Commandments and who made the 10 Commandments law. When the difference is, especially like for, let's say, somebody like me or you, who care, who acknowledge, who agree, and who adhere to the so-called 10 Commandments, even before we started, we already agreed to that. We don't have a problem with that. So we're not coming into the motorcycle club challenging that they even are real or that they exist. Okay? The second part of your question, to answer your question, is that again, what John said earlier was that all of this stuff is supposed to be governed, and eventually, you will have to answer to the OMC once they see it. And I think that's the problem, because it's frustrating to a person like me and even him, who we see it all the time, but I guess we're more in the places where the bullshit go on than the OMC would be. Is that correct? Probably. So, I mean, now let me ask you this then, to piggyback off this question. Is it our responsibility as 99%er when we see another 99%er on some bullshit or some fucked up shit to say anything, or do we just mind our business?
So then it comes to questioning my brother's keeper. And when we put on these patches, I mean, is it your responsibility to stop for every biker you see on the side of the highway? Yes. Is it your responsibility to help a brother biker out? I mean, God, I have been broke down in some screwed up places. And big old huge black guy with these colors on, and there's a white biker and not even in a club pull over and help me out, or a 1%er or whatever. So it is our responsibility not to necessarily get involved, but to say, hey, homie, that you're doing right there is foul. If you want to know how to do it better, I can tell you, and leave it to them. It's on them after that. But it's definitely, as a biker, we are our brother's keepers. That's what we say.
Yeah.
And that's the life that we live.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I heard it. And then I want to say this, like what he was saying about being broke down. You've seen me do videos of me helping people, being broke down, because that's how I was raised. I pull over, I help people, I go get them gas, I do this and I do that. But my thing is this, you're my cousin, my dad did this, I have family in the children, and stuff like that. Somebody made a comment that said everything is not protocol, and I agree with him on that. But protocol, respect should be the main protocol right there. If you respect everybody on the set, and you give out respect, show yourself friendly, people will come to you too. So that's all I wanted to say, and I appreciate your show. I love y'all, man. And much love and respect. 2 wheels, 1 love. That's how I feel.
Okay. Well, we definitely appreciate it. And again, as a man or a woman, respect, you should have to have that in your upbringing. We realize now a lot of people don't have it in their upbringing, and a lot of it is causing a lot of, fucked up shit to go on the bike set. But again, respect. If I got to teach you respect in a motorcycle club, I mean, you already lost. That's a loss. I mean, would you consider that's a lost situation? I mean,
But we got him out there, so we do have to teach him.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing this. Respect to you, Hogeye Press. Respect.
Okay, y'all. Much love and respect, man. And then I just want to ask everybody on the bike set to just keep second and none in prayer. They just lost a brother. Again, another brother went down last night. Again, much love and respect to you, OG. I like your white beard, man, but it ain't long as mine. I love you, so don't be good, man.
all right. Love you too.
Love you too, bro. I'm still in corporate America. I can't do it like I want. Is that it? No more phone calls?
No, they were coming in like crazy.
Get the number. Put the number back out.
Let's see. Again, 678. 678-395-6536. Gee, what up with it? Bylaws. But anyway, so until the phone rings again. Well, there you go right there. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
I thought I was calling Marcell. Sorry, I got
Yeah, you got the
You got
right.
us. You got us. Introduce yourself. Hello?
Marcell,
Yeah.
what's up, man? It's King Bro.
What's going on with you, sir?
Man, I just appreciate y'all doing the show. I just have to get this shit here the whole time.
Well, we appreciate you, man, for tuning in, man. And again, this is like I said, it's just something me and John been talking about doing, and we finally got a chance to put it together today.
What's up, Charlie boy?
And I need that book, man. Send me an inbox or something, that information on that road that's going out here.
Okay, all of his books are on Amazon.com, and we're going to speak on that in a few minutes. We'll put it out there. But you can get all of his books off of Amazon. And I think you got your website too, is right?
Right, but the Road Captain's Bible's not out yet. I still got about 2 months on it, so I'll let y'all know when that's out. But we got the PRO's Bible, mcprosbible.com. We got Prospects Bible, prospectsbible.com. And we got Prospects Bible for Women, prospectsbibleforwomen.com.
Okay.
All right,
Love you
man.
much, brother. Thank you for calling.
Love you, get it. Yeah, man. What's going on, big seller FHUH and IC?
What's going on, people?
What's good with you?
I just want to say thank y'all for spreading this knowledge. It's so needed. My name is No Special Cincinnati, Ohio. Calling the Riders and Shoes. And what y'all saying is so much needed. A lot of people miss out on this kind of information. I'm glad that y'all put that out there. Brother Bryce, I'm glad that you do the book and write the book. All this information is so needed, man. It's missed on the set. A lot of times, I'm a good club. I'm one of those good clubs. You may call it pop-up club. But then I feel we try to do things right. So I just want to let y'all know that you all very appreciate it for what y'all do.
Well, we thank you, sir. We thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for calling.
Also, if you guys got any information, we don't want to turn this into a party planner event, but if you got something coming up, man, in different cities, we're going to try to get, like I said, me and John, we're going to try to take this thing, man, and go to a whole nother level. And again, we thank you guys. We couldn't do it without you guys. And we really want you to know, I love it, he loves it, and that's why we're here. This is not about no money, no paycheck. It's just something we've been trying to do, and I forced him to do it tonight, too. So.
Yeah. Yes.
So it was definitely needed. But we love you guys, and thank you. And you said Cincinnati, Ohio, huh?
Much love.
Huh? Man, come on, man. Listen, man. All them, man. All them. If it's a state and they got a motorcycle club, I know them for the most part. So, I mean, and John have been all over the place too, and that's one of the things that we try to do, man. Especially for me, man. I love riding. Inbox me some information, man, or whatever, whatnot. And
coming, John McDowell.
And we'll get there, man. We'll try to get there and support, man. But we appreciate the fact that you want to know how to do it right, because that makes a difference. Trust me.
Much love, brother.
I appreciate that, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
You
All
too.
right.
Good night.
So you said somebody was just telling you to come, or you got somebody was talking about?
John McDowell, brother from high school,
Yeah.
told me we missed the races. You go to all that stuff.
Yeah, that's my thing, man. That's my thing. You on with John and Sal? What's good? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Big Sal?
What's going on?
All right, now, I'm not a Harley rider.
That's right.
Yeah, you already know.
That's
I
right.
need to be hanging up immediately.
No! Get your victory, brother.
Hey, but I'm going to say this. I enjoy your show. I enjoy everything that you're doing. I have a go wing.
Okay.
I might be persuaded to move over to the dark side.
Hey, man, listen.
Man, I got to go wing outside, man. Don't do that. I got to go wing and a victory.
Man, ride what you gonna ride,
There you
man.
go.
Ride what
There
you
you
gonna
go.
ride, man. For real.
Now, Sal, when you come to California, you need to take a ride with the Go Wing riders.
Put it like this: if you invite me, and I'm telling only because I'm invited
Thank you, Little
now.
Rock.
Anybody will tell you, Sale don't ride with nothing but Harleys. But if you invite me,
But I'm trying to persuade you
listen.
to move over.
I'm finna show you this one. You ain't gonna get me to move over. But if you put a couple of cheeseburgers in your tour pack, I'll follow you wherever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, man, whenever I'm out there, make sure we stay in contact, man. Our show come through and hang out with you guys for sure.
All right, now we're a bunch of old retired Navy guys, and we love to ride, and we like to get out there and see you.
What'd you do in the Navy, brother?
What's that?
What'd you do in the Navy?
I was an operations specialist, went over to the LDO, retired as a lieutenant commander just last year.
An OS Mustang.
That's right.
Okay, I feel you. I was a submarine sailor.
All right, Bubblehead.
Fire control. So we did the same thing, bro.
All right.
All right, it's much love, man. Take care.
All right, y'all be safe out there. Bye-bye.
All right. Look here, man. It's HD or nothing, but if you invite me, man.
It's a victory, man.
Yeah.
It's victories.
Yeah.
You know,
All
all this brand loyalty thing. You know why I don't really mess with HDs, right?
Why?
Because in 1980,
Yeah, we know back in the day. Yeah.
they wouldn't let us ride
Yeah,
them.
we know back in the day. We back in
So
new day and time, man. New day and time.
they let y'all ride now.
Hey, man, you on the air? Go ahead.
John itself, what's going on?
What's
Hey,
good?
what's up?
Much respect, gentlemen. Much respect for the knowledge.
Thank
I
you.
got a question for you.
Go ahead.
This is Dave from New York, president for FLY Riders.
Hey, man. First off, before you get started, I was in Orlando at y'all event, man. That was nice, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Much love.
What's up, Prez?
What's going on? My question for you is this. Being in New York, you know there's a lot of OMCs, a lot of dominance. My question to you is, a lot of times I ride solo, I ride with my guys. Protocol when passing an OMC.
Oh, this is your favorite right here.
What would that be?
This is his favorite right here. We was talking about this earlier. Go on and give it to him.
You know, this is such an interesting one, and it's different in different places. So, you know, if so, the protocol is if you're riding, your road captain would ride up to their road captain. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up means you pass. Thumbs down means you stay behind.
Okay.
So, but what do you do if you're on a 6-lane highway and you're 4 lanes over?
Okay. Is that really passing them?
Is that really passing them? Or what if you're riding by yourself in your colors and you're doing 100 and they're in a pack of 30 and they're doing 45? So I say let the situation determine. As long as you're not showing disrespect, you should, you know, you're 4 lanes over and doing your thing and rolling.
Okay, 2 lanes over.
2 lanes over, you probably need to throw the sign
So
up.
if it's 3 lanes, they're in the far. They're in the.
I'm not giving
Yeah.
a certain number. I'm just saying, let the situation decide.
Okay.
A lot of times they ain't paying no attention to you, and you call that upon yourself. One thing is for certain: you just want to show respect, and they want to see that you're showing the respect.
Okay.
And you should, as a younger club, defer to an older club always. That even 99%ers, if you know you're behind a 99% club that is older than you, and you're a 99% club, show respect.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, everything you learn, you need to know to be good in society. You learn in kindergarten.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, your show is amazing. The information that's out there is very important. I appreciate your time. Sally Sell, hope I see you again up in Orlando.
Hey, man, trust me, we were invited there. We came down. We had a good time, man. Now, let me ask you this, though. I've gotten several different answers. What does FLNY really stands for?
I asked,
Okay, I'm going to give you a quick history.
Florida, New York.
Beginning, FLNY meant Florida and New York.
Okay. I said that.
Because our founder was raised in New York and moved to Florida.
Okay.
But now, being that we are in more than one state, it's now called, and the reason for it is family loyalty never yields.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. I heard that too.
From Florida and New York originally.
Yeah. Well, family loyalty never yields. Okay.
I like it. Okay, I got it.
And that's because you guys went national, basically, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, again, brother, I thank you. I had a good time. And it was all the outlaws.
Our Atlanta chapter go out there and check you out.
Oh, you guys have got a chapter in Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
Well, you need to tell them they're in trouble because Big Sell ain't never seen them.
Uh-oh. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to make a
Black Dragon hadn't seen him either.
So
Here in Atlanta?
Yeah, he said he hadn't seen them either, so.
careful in a while, Atlanta. Y'all need to never yield on to over to we need to see y'all.
Yeah, that part.
Gentlemen, once again, respect and thank you for the knowledge.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, prayers for calling in.
All right.
Look, you done figured out the phone.
Hey, you're on air, man. It's easy, man. It's technology, man. What's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
What's good?
Hey, gentlemen, I want to commend you on what you're doing.
Okay.
You know, and this is the spoiler out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, yes, sir. The spoiler.
Oh, okay. You know.
Oh, yes, sir. I know some people too, sir.
Hey, as you should.
I know a couple people.
As you should.
Right. And I'm going to make it my business to get your business and see both of you gentlemen down in Atlanta.
Man, let's make it happen.
He rides now. They don't be playing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, you know, I do reviews Black Dragon. I did a review in your book. Excellent job. Sel, I like what you're doing. Excellent job.
Thank you.
As a black man, I want to commend both of you and encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. This is what we need.
And we thank you. Now, y'all can find him on, you can find this brother on YouTube, Real Riders Ride. Isn't that what it is?
Oh, that's okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, we know who you are, brother. Y'all check out Real Riders Ride. This guy has incredible reviews on things in the bike world.
I try to do motorcycle products and whatnot. I've tried it. The motorcycle genre is very big, so there's a big piece of the pie for some of everybody. And I want everybody to get their piece of it, especially if you look like that.
Hey, man, it is what it is. I keep telling everybody we all we got, so it is what it is.
That is sure. That is for sure. I'm glad I got through. Glad I checked you guys out. I just came in from work and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is what's going on. Let me get in on this.
Well, we appreciate it, brother. We really do.
Right.
This guy did the first video.
We're definitely going to hook up. It's just a matter of logistics and time.
There it is there.
We'll see you when you ride down here, bro. We might ride up to you. They up north, man. We gotta get up there before it's cold.
Do they got highway roads?
They got highways up there.
What's that mean to
We
me,
get
man?
up there.
It's the home of Harley Davidson in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we've got Urban Bike Night tomorrow with some of the black employees from Harley Davidson putting that on, trying to get people out and show their executives exactly what.
One of the just to help you out too, bro. One of the things I've been doing, man, a lot of the dealerships been calling me down for the iron leaks and stuff like that. You might want to mention it to them and see if they can put it together, man. We can get all the numbers right, and I'll be there.
Still, we definitely need to hook up because these employees are definitely from the inside of Harley Davidson working.
Okay.
And they're trying to do some things. So after tomorrow's event, I'm planning on doing some things. I might do some YouTube Live or some Facebook Live from that event so people can see, and then we'll hook up after what went on behind the scenes.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right now.
Have a good evening.
All right.
You too. Appreciate you.
So let's answer this question first.
Okay.
Hello? So we were talking about passing up an outlaw MC, and the question is, so what if you don't know until you get right there beside them or have already passed them? Is that disrespect? Well, if it wasn't done intentionally, sometimes you can do things unintentionally and still cause trouble.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you've already passed them and they haven't stopped you, then you probably need to keep moving.
You got it? Go ahead, you're on there.
Hey, good evening, legends. This is Moose from Kingdom Knights. How are you?
My man Moose, what up with it, man?
What's going on, man? Glad to be through. Hey, man, I want to thank y'all for this show. This is 90% of the reason why, I even have Facebook.
Okay.
This is what I love. And I appreciate y'all doing this. We are, a little different on tonight. We're a motorcycle ministry, started 2005. And, we respect all protocols. Our foundation is based on MC protocols. Been cross country 3-4 times.
Yeah. You just showed out not too long ago, Moose. I got you.
As an MM who believes in MC protocol and the base, while I got legends on the line, I just wanted to get y'all's impression of the motorcycle ministry movement that's coming along that respects
I remember when I first met you, Moose. We kind of talked about that. I don't see it no other kind of way. I don't see you guys as different. You guys respect, like you say, you respect the protocol, and you just move as a collective group. I mean, believe it or not, this FHO is my ministry. I mean, and I think you helped me to understand that as well. So I don't think it's any different. I mean, you guys got the respect. Of course, you got God on your side. So, I mean, I don't think it's two different things. I just think, you guys are a different kind of club or a different part of the motorcycle community, and it's lovely.
Yeah, and on my side, I just try to preach the other motorcycle ministry. If you're going to put something on your back, even if it's proper, just understand that you're a guest in that community and try to show respect and be involved. And that's one of the biggest things we try to, push down to other MMs that might be coming up. Understand what you have on your back, understand the group that you're ministering to, and understand that you're not an MC. I don't think anybody will ever confuse us as being an MC, but you'll see the gas stations because we going someplace.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let's take what you got.
So they've asked us to make sure that we announce who's calling and where they're from.
Okay. This is okay. First off, can you guys hear the phone? Can you hold on one second, Moose?
I think
Can everybody hear the phone? We got it all the way up, Johnny? Yeah, it's all the way up.
Go.
So can you hear the phone? Can you hear the conversation? Let me see. Somebody tell me if they can hear the conversations. Floyd says no. Is that no problem?
Yeah, it looks like no problem.
So everybody can't hear it. So yeah, they can hear it. Okay, I'm getting you on mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Moose from Kingdom Knights, and he's a MM, which is Motorcycle Ministry. And he's heavy on the set. They do ride. They just did a around the world trip. And it is what it is. He was asking, his question basically was, are they kind of looked at different? For me, no, because they're the same thing. And one thing I will say is this too, Moose, is that one of the things I like about y'all, you know how you got those people that preach, but they don't live what they preach. I can honestly say that you guys are that. When I met you guys were that. You guys are humble. You're open. You're not. I mean, the whole 9 yards. So I think the most important thing, as long as you guys stay what you say you are, which is a ministry, I don't see nothing wrong. I mean, I see you guys just growing and getting bigger because, again, it's a different outlet for those who don't want to be like what John was saying, the traditional MC. You got the RC, and then you got the motorcycle ministry thing. So, I mean, I think it's beautiful. What you think? I mean,
so we've got ATAP down in Macon.
Okay.
And
what is ATAP?
I think it's All Things Are Possible.
Okay.
That's what I think it is.
Okay.
And some other, every motorcycle ministry I've ever seen has been humble guys, not trying to front as MCs, but trying to give you a path to God.
Yeah.
And men of God are needed, whether it's in war and it's a chaplain. The Black Sabbath has a chaplain, or we recently lost our chaplain, but we try to have a chaplain. And, people who have a conduit to the Word of God are necessary. I'm like you. I believe that this is my ministry.
Yeah.
In fact, it was through personal pain and loss and mistreatment of a person that put me on this path that I'm on right now.
Okay.
This was my way to atone to God for some very ugly treatment that I have been responsible for. And I thought maybe if I could help His people make their lives better, and only His people that I knew were bikers.
Okay.
So to make the lives better, to start explaining my 27 years and what I've seen as a national president and the problems that I've been through would help God's people. So this was my ministry in the best way that I could do it. So we all must walk our walk and walk our path. I don't see you guys as different. And I do kind of see you like a motorcycle club, if you ask me. You rocking colors
and they beautiful.
And ride.
And they ride their motorcycle.
And they ride. So I see you as fellow bikers and definitely as an organization, and I see you as men of God and have great love and respect for you, and I think everyone should.
That's it. Moose? Did we lose Moose? Moose? Moose be gone. All right, well, I think for the most part, man, we've been on here long enough. What, we're going on about 2 hours? What we going on about to see?
1 hour and 36 minutes.
1 hour, 36 minutes. Okay, we'll probably go another 10. See if we got any more phone calls. But, so.
We got any questions out here?
A bunch of them. Come on, we've been getting questions all day. Can we ask any question? Yes, you can ask any question.
Oh, that's
We already know what that means. You ask it and we'll try our best to answer it. Gotta go do prayer. Okay. All right, cuz I love you. What else we got? I'm sorry, where we at? Yes. Everybody answering. Can they hear us? For I've been newly appointed the road captain. Father, and I love it at times. I do feel like the prayers. Can't wait for the road captain book. Victories and Indians don't have the dealership network.
That's right. And that's the only reason that you don't ride a Victory is if you ride across country.
Plus, they ain't got no fly gear, man.
They got all kind of, well, now they don't have no clothes to wear yet.
They don't got no fly gear.
The Victory gear is so sad, it's pathetic.
I'm just saying.
You got real shop clothes, real.
Plus, if you break down on the Victory, you know
Woo,
you broke
God,
down.
that's why they don't break down. But
Yeah.
God help you if
Come
they
on
do.
now. I seen them on back in trailers. Anyway,
No, you
go
gotta
ahead,
sing
man.
that.
You
Don't
on-
do that. Don't
you
do
on
that.
the phone, man. Go ahead.
Hello? Hello?
45 minutes was like infomercials and shit.
Hey, what up? I already know who this is, man. This that rare breed cat, man.
Oh, man, this big chick from Rare Breed, man, the show ain't over, man. I got a question, man.
Go ahead, Tick.
Anyways, man.
Now tell everybody who he is.
That's Big Tick from Rare Breed, man. One of the true ground pounder. I mean, I love him, appreciate the love. What's going on, Tick? Go ahead.
For the mother chapter in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a couple of questions, man. One is, no, I need to clarify what you say, the set. You know what I mean? When I hear the set, what it means to me is the motorcycle community for us as black people, what we've established for ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when I'm hearing the term of set, I'm making a clear distinction between black and white. You know what I mean? I don't even know what white clubs, where they hang out at, where they party at. I don't know nothing about where outlaw motorcycle clubs hang out, party. I don't got nothing to do with none of that. So when I hear the set, it's us as black people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So am I misunderstanding that, or am I not? Am I got that correct?
No, well, we can only speak on the black set because we don't. I mean, I've been invited once or twice to let's say the white bike set or the other side, but what we're speaking on is our set, the set that we're a part of. And when I say we, the skin tone that we're, our race.
For the Black Sabbath Nation, as you know, because you know where we come from, you're out there with our mother chapter, yes sir. And I was there when Rare Breed was formed, so y'all go way back with us. We was on the movie set Biker Boys together, so.
Exactly. Yeah, I was there many a night. I got some nice checks from that.
Yes sir. Yeah. So for us, for the Black Sabbath Nation, we have all colors in our set. But, people will still say we're on the black set. You got one black person in your motorcycle club, you're on the black set. So it is what it is. This is where we are.
Yeah, it's pretty much our thing. It's our motorcycle set.
Okay.
So then that leads me into the second question about becoming a new club and a dominant motorcycle club. Now, see, that whole conversation about the dominant motorcycle club and get permission from, I almost feel like that's beyond the black motorcycle set. You know what I mean? That's some kind of protocol. I mean, I'm no expert on that, but I'm pretty sure that's a white protocol, a 1% thing. It might even be a black thing. But I don't know that all these different motorcycle sets across the country have black dominant. I don't even know if it's dominant. Does the dominant necessarily have to be an outlaw motorcycle club? Or is it just the largest club that's in that area? You know what I mean?
So, Big Tick, where there are no dominants, it is the largest club in that area. And the Black Sabbath enjoyed that in San Diego for many decades. And so you bring up an interesting thing, and for those who didn't hear him, you know, what exactly is the set and getting permission to start your motorcycle club, and is that a black thing? And it really depends on where you are in the country, because in the East Coast it damn sure is a black thing, and you will get permission over this way, or a blessing at least, to get your motorcycle club started. But having started clubs across the entire spectrum of the United States, there are places where I have had to go to the white dominant to start my black MC, and they definitely run it for all MCs. So just because you may be considered to be on the black set, if there's not a bunch of black MCs there, then you're on the motorcycle set and it has no colors. And you will, as you start moving back and forth across the country, you will see that, especially as you get towards the east. You know, California is a different ball game. It's a different ball game in many ways, because, you know, we all pretty close out there. We all know each other. We all know what it takes to put an MC together. Especially when y'all came in, there wasn't a whole bunch of that. But as this motorcycle set has gotten smaller, and we're all moving across the country, because I'm seeing breed pop up everywhere too, and it's like, yeah, you will follow those protocols as you make different areas, and that's why I say the first thing you have to do is get in that area and find out what the protocol is, because I have seen I've had my motorcycle club shut down until we got it right for the particular set that we were in.
But Tick, I think I understand too. The other part of your question is, when you say, is that really a black thing? Because again, what you're saying is, as a black man, we're going to hold our own, and we're going to be about our own business from the beginning. So having to ask somebody...
What I'm saying, man, is just that we as black people, man, we done had enough struggles and everything from day one, long before any of us was here. Why? Just because we got motorcycles and shit, and people want to be a club and affiliated with they affiliate, party when they want to party, ride when they want to ride. So, I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it. I don't even see why we need that bullshit. And the motorcycle set as a whole, to me, is a positive outlet for black people if they want to, you know. It's somewhere to go. Because myself, personally, I don't want to go ride my motorcycle with white people. I don't go to the white events. I'm not prejudiced or nothing, but I don't feel like I'm at home when I go to that shit. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It's kind of like, there's one thing I'm black, but then there's another thing I got a patch on my bike, and then there is an element of prejudice around that shit. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers running around, they got Confederate flags on their vests, they got the lightning bolts and shit on their shit. They got a lot of shit going on that clearly say they got a problem with the color of my skin, so I tend not to even fuck with them. You know what I mean?
I got you. And I mean, like...
we create all this old problems for us as black people. I mean, I just, you know, it's too much emphasis. That's how we are, though. That's what we do, man. We tear each other down, dog. That's the reality of the shit.
So...
Why not let motherfuckers just be? And if they come out and support, they come out and support. If you don't support them, you don't support them. Whatever it is, man, just leave. The black folks should leave black folks alone. That's how I feel. You know what I mean?
And I'm with you, because I say the same thing too sometimes. Like, you know, is all of this necessary for me just to ride my motorcycle, or for us as a group of brothers that love to hang with each other, for us to hang out with each other and, you know, and rock some cool shit, is all of this necessary? I mean, but like you said, on the West Coast though, it's different. It's a different atmosphere.
Look what we got going though, man. Here I am chopping it up with you on the phone like I know you, but I ain't never met you a day in my life.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because of social media, because I respect what you do as a black person, because I respect what you do as a Kings of the South, a motorcycle owner, a motorcycle rider, dude, we got that in common. So I don't have to know you. I don't necessarily have to come meet your family and all that kind of shit. But I dig you and I know you, respect you. And if it ever came that time, they come over my house, I ain't even tripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't even met you. We'll be welcome around this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just because we ride our well, as far as me and you go, you know what I mean? We ride our motorcycles. We function in some different kind of circles. You know what I'm saying? I live in Southern California, dog. My family lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and Northern California. I ain't never had all my life, I ain't had no reason to go nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it again. And when I get there, I ain't just going there. When I get there, I got people that I've made relationships with that are strong relationships, and I got people that want to make relationships with me, and I got people that call me their brothers and that we can relate to, and it's all built on riding our motorcycles, man. You know what I'm saying? It's respecting the protocol within my club too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we got going on. You know what I mean? Which might be different from what you got going on and everybody else got going on, but it's working for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you definitely can see it too. We definitely see it working, man. You guys have grown tremendously, man, and you guys are a big influence on the set. Especially with everybody riding motorcycles now. I mean, it's not a day that go by that you ain't gonna look on, that you're not gonna see go on social media and see an eagle somewhere, and somebody say,
They out there,
yeah,
man.
they out there.
Man, they out there, man. I mean, I like everybody out there. I like the women I see riding their motorcycles, man. I just like even the young people, man. We got cats running around here in their 20s, man. I was 32 when I got in the red breed. I'm 48 now. But I wish been in my 20s and owned a Harley Davidson and have what is presented to me now to do with a red breed, you know, for me to do the rest of my life. Type shit, you know what I mean? Or any club you in, you know, if that's what you want to do what you want to do, man. I don't really, me personally, I don't care. You know what I mean? It was something else I wanted to say too, man. I was going to speak on something though, man. Tell me something, John. Tell me something good, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, we still in Atlanta, but we got you. One of the questions that just came in, I want to kind of answer. Independence. Okay, somebody just asked a question, Tick. Do independent riders have to follow protocol?
No.
There it is there.
You don't wear a patch on your back. You are a non-issue.
Check this out, man. You know, before I got in the motorcycle club, I bought my bike because my homeboy had the bike, dog. He made a left turn in front of me at a red light. And my eyes got off me. I was looking at the bike. And then that motherfucker looked me dead in my eye and smiled. That's when I realized it was somebody I knew. And I was like, damn. Once you turn, pull over, talk to him, 2 days, got a bike. I'm just beating the streets with these dudes. They don't want to go nowhere but Melrose and Hollywood Boulevard, right? So I'm fucking with these cats, and that's not enough for me to start me. I started finding out about motorcycles. To tell you the truth, the motorcycle set today is nothing like it was 15 years ago. Because 15 years ago, you would have caught me dead and none of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the first time I went to a motorcycle clubhouse, it was 4 bikes outside, and it was bigger than 3 dudes I came with, but it was 100 people in there partying and shit. And I swear, man, it was some of the, not to be bad mouthing no women, man, but it was some of the toughest ass women I've ever seen in my life. For me to live in LA, I ain't never seen no shit like that. I was like, man, this shit underground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like the motorcycle set was shit. You wouldn't be half these dudes that's running around right now would have been caught dead. And I know these dudes, and I've seen these dudes, and I've seen them hang out around Red Breed and watch and look. And then run and start something else. Cool. You know, emulate what the fuck we do. That's cool. And to this day, a lot of the clubs I've seen do that, they had success over the years, but they ain't stood the test of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's that's what we were talking about earlier too. I think that me personally, you don't have to govern this. I mean, you don't have to put those kind of rules and regulations. Let them come and let them go because they're not gonna last.
They don't fall off.
Yeah.
They don't fall off because for one, they don't even want to be black bikers. They want to be hot boys. You know what I mean? Not like I'm talking about my club brother hot boy or nothing like that. I love that dude. But I'm just saying that's a common term that everybody probably understand what I'm saying. You know, these dudes want to be flashy. They want to, I got more bread than you. My bike, I got all the bells and whistles. I need that kind of attention. That's what they all about. They not no black bikers, man. Not at all. They don't dress like bikers. They wear their tennis shoes, flip-flops, they shoes, shorts, and shirts match their paint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Home helmets and all that old shit. Feet on the highway, but they keep going light to light. Man, when them dudes pull up next to me, I don't get them niggas no head nods or nothing. I'm not no outlaw or nothing, but I'm just a different kind of motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I see you starving for my attention, and I'm not gonna give it to you, no boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't
That's
do
what
it.
it is.
I can't do it. I'm fucked up in the head.
You know what I'm saying? I like to see it. Oh, anyway, going back to why I said I joined the club. I went one night on my motorcycle with this dude I met on Crenshaw Boulevard, and we got to chopping it up. And I knew about the motorcycle set. And it was a Friday night, and I talked to this dude, let's go to the Chosen Few. You know, big club here, one of the biggest clubs here on the black motorcycle set. You know what I mean? Right here in LA, California. So we pull up to this club, and I see a couple of cats that pull up the same time I do, and they pull into their backyard of their clubhouse on the property. So naturally, I'm thinking, shit, I'm gonna do the same. And right there, damn man, a dude with Chosen Few leaned on my bike and stopped me, looked on the back of my back, and told me I had to park out on the street. You know what I mean? Some old second class citizen ass shit. I didn't feel like that. You know what I mean? I had to do it. So I wasn't gonna violate their protocol. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But at the same time, I felt so cold. So, hey man, you know, I just shopped around. I did my homework. I looked around for something that was gonna fit me, what I wanted to do, and you know what I'm saying? I just ended up bringing up. You know what I mean? And I think the biggest thing that attracted to me at the time was it was just a bunch of people my age. You know what I mean? We didn't have too many old dudes that was really old, and there was quite a few young dudes, and everybody seemed to have the ability to move around. In addition to fixing their motorcycles up, you know what I mean? They had the ability to move around and go places and travel and do things. You know what I mean? So
Well, Big Ticket.
That's how I ended up over there.
Big Ticket, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. We're going to have to move forward now.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I didn't mean to go.
Hey, Tick, I hit you up, man. I went shopping for real, though.
We appreciate you.
I went live with an ear before I ever got to shake your hand out, bro. I'm down.
No problem, P.
Okay, we got a question on here. Youngblood Black Life says independents do have to follow protocol.
Hey, Youngblood, if we say no, it's no. That's Youngblood. I know that's my little homie. What up with it?
Just hold on 1 second, please.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, independent. Let's see. He said independents do and should follow protocol. That's just like bringing civilians on the set. They should know the do's and don'ts. Well, independents and civilians on the set don't know the do's and don'ts.
How would they?
How would they, and why would they be responsible for it? You shouldn't bring a independent or a civilian on a set and then just leave them to be devoured. You should be looking after them, and you should.
I think one of the things that you're saying. I think what you're saying, Youngblood, is that an independent that's going to join a motorcycle club, yes, he should know the rules and regulations. But a regular independent, if I'm just an independent, I ride my motorcycle. And I just happen to run up into a gas station that you guys are at or a restaurant that you guys are at, I could care less because I'm not even doing that. I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying, on my independent thing. So, I mean, yeah, it's if I'm going to get into the lifestyle, then yes. But if I'm just...
Well, if you're going to get into the lifestyle, you won't be an independent. You'll be a hang-around. So, no, independents, we don't even look at them. We don't notice them. We don't know anything. The guy who wears the lone wolf patch on his back because he wants to look like a biker. And that guy will is following protocol because he's got a patch on and acting like us.
Yeah.
But it's an independent, and we don't do anything about him. Black Dragon, welcome to the show. Who we got here? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead, ma'am.
This is Thug Princess, no rules, no dues. My question is...
You said this is Dub Princess, no rules, no dues?
Miss Regina. Go ahead, Miss Regina.
My question is, what is the protocol on dues? Is it proper to take up dues when you don't have a clubhouse?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Because I see a lot of clubs that start up and start taking dues, and then all of a sudden the money come up stove.
Okay, so we got 2 or 3 issues here, but when you talk about protocol, that's not protocol, that's bylaws. And that's the bylaws that would be internal protocol. And that's the bylaws that the chapter sets up. But
Of course, an MC without in my day, or in the day of the Black Sabbath in the '74 when they came across, you had to have a clubhouse to start a club. You couldn't be a motorcycle club without a clubhouse. He talked to a lady today that said that very same thing. But if with 400 motorcycle clubs in the city, only 1% of them have clubs. We might have 15 clubhouses.
If we got that many.
If we got that many.
Maybe 15.
So, but if a motorcycle club wants a clubhouse, they're going to have to start taking up dues to get it. Now, this whole thing about money coming up missing, that is a function of the secretary or the treasurer not doing their job, which is to report the money during every meeting, which is how traditional MCs run. But an MC that has no rules and no dues, is that a real MC?
Yeah, hey.
I'm not talking about my club.
Oh,
No. Yeah, no, but we, what I, what,
Taking up dues is to keep your clubhouse going or to get ready to start a clubhouse. But if you don't have no intention on having a clubhouse or getting a clubhouse, why would you take up dues?
oh, for many reasons. To go on runs, all runs are funded all mandatory runs are funded by the MC. Well, where does the MC get that funding? It gets that funding from taking up dues.
keyword, all mandatory funds are to be funded by the MC, if it's mandatory.
Okay.
So there are other things, things you might want to give to charity. You got a toy run coming up. Your MC, although it doesn't have a clubhouse, may want to make itself a 501(c) or an incorporation so that individual members can't be sued. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on.
Okay. Okay, I get it.
Well, thank you for calling, Gina Jane.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
You got Black Dragon and Big Cell here.
Hey, it's Gorilla Blue, man. Tell that nigga Dick to call my phone number, man, if he really want to talk.
Hey, man, bye, man. Bye. Hey, man, look here, man. Listen, that's it, man.
Okay, someone here said, was talking about the COC. So the thing to know is that there are a lot of organizations out there that run various sets. The COC is another group that runs sets mostly in the Midwest.
Houston, Dallas,
Texas, and Oklahoma, and that sort of thing. And, the Confederation of Clubs is put together to allow your MC to ride in their area. Yeah. And you follow their rules. Like in Georgia, we have the Georgia Council. Up in Colorado Springs, there's another council, and so forth and so on. So these are all councils that are put together and either allowed to exist by outlaw MCs or actually governed by an outlaw MC. Most councils are governed or some kind of way in association with an outlaw MC, and they allow you to ride.
Hold on. Go ahead, you're on the air. Hello? Hello? Yeah. All right, look, man, it's 2 hours, man. It's time.
You fading, man. You got an hour drive. You got an hour drive home. Yes, sir, buddy.
Say so. We're gonna sit down and chop this thing up, man. This is definitely needed. They love it. The reception was well.
It looks like we need to do this
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Together, man.
Good night, gentlemen. So I want everyone to
get
my book. The Motorcycle Club PRO's Bible, mcprosbible.com. The purpose of this book is to teach the PROs or the secretaries, whoever deals with the public relations of a motorcycle club, how to deal with the public relations of the motorcycle club.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey man, how you feel about this is Little Rock from Flaming Nights in DC? I'm just trying to see how you feel about social club trying to run up on the MC set.
So this is a
Little Rock from Flaming Nights in DC.
Yep.
His question is, how do we feel about social clubs trying to run up on MCs?
Huh? Run up on them how?
About social club trying to run up on the MC set.
Oh.
Run up on the MC set. Actually, I did a bit. I don't know if you saw my interview earlier. Teresa spoke on that. Social clubs were never part of the motorcycle club originally. It was called social. What did she say? They were called social something clubs. How they intermingled was She kind of gave a brief definition. A female from a social club was dating somebody from a motorcycle club for money and convenient reasons. Can we borrow the clubhouse? Blah blah blah. And then it kind of just integrated.
Once they got in, they was there.
Yeah, once they got in, they were there. But understand this: the titles describe it all. SC, RC, MC, MM. If you're not an MC, you should have no say so to an MC. You feel what I'm saying? And if you're an SC, then you should be able to govern SCs only. Like, for example, I went to a council meeting not too long ago where SCs sat on the board to make decisions for MCs.
No, you didn't.
Shitting me. I wish I was. I'm not gonna do y'all like that, but y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about.
You didn't do that.
I went to a council meeting not too long ago.
They didn't have no MCs participating.
Shit, it was MCs, it was SCs and MCs together that were voting to allow MCs. So
you had an SC that could say no, y'all,
yes,
y'all ain't coming.
and they said no. They said no. But what I'm telling you is this: is that if we can get back to the origin of what the MC used to be, and I say that based on what it used to be a private thing, it used to be a brotherhood type thing, the whole 9 yards. Then the SCs can get back to what they used to be. It can all kind of work itself out, but right now the way the set is, and don't think just this in DC, brother, because it's all over. Trust me. It has spread. SCs have they're fighting to wear black vests now, even here in Georgia. At one time they were fighting to wear black vests, and they lost that fight. I think they have to wear colored vests, and I mean it's crazy, man. But that is something I think.
There's no governization. So I mean, of course, it's always women. So any 4 or 5 women get some facts together, throw it on, and go to a party, and nobody's saying nothing. I mean, it's like a plague in this area.
Well, a lot of it has to do. I'm just gonna keep it 100. A lot of it got to do with pussy power. A lot of these cats that are in the motorcycle club that have joined the motorcycle club have never had or getting as much pussy as they get now. So now here comes the social club, and I think my boy Gorilla Blue, Roland Hodge, president of Hog Life Las Vegas, he called them hot pocket pussy holes, or whatever he called them. Now you got all these women on the set.
We're not. Y'all know I didn't say nothing.
Yes,
I'm not. I don't.
You got all these women on the set who have never been popular or never been as attractive as they are now, and you got all these men on the motorcycle set who's never had as many females wink and even talk to them. So it just causes that, because understand this: if the men didn't accept it and allow it, it wouldn't happen.
Well, when you say they're showing up at the bike set, and they're popping up, throwing on colors, showing up at the party, but somebody's taking that $10 and letting them in, or 20, or whatever it may be. But I gotta say, I like having the girls at the party.
Yeah,
they liven it up. It's more than listening to y'all tell lies about riding, and y'all. I ain't never seen y'all on the road nowhere. but the power we let them have is amazing, because you'll have an MC annual empty as hell, and you let this brand new social club, there'd be more brothers at that annual than you could ever shake a stick at.
Now, do you believe that all social clubs should be attached to a motorcycle club, or why do you think that's true now?
I think that social clubs should be attached to a motorcycle club, but if they're going to attach, then they need to follow then they're not an independent organization anymore. So if I'm I once saw that we would be responsible for them, but then they could do their own thing. Well, how am I responsible for you if you can do your own thing? You're going to do what I say, and I'm the president, and I'm over you, social club president. That's
kind of like how it is today, too, though, with your kids. You're responsible for him, but if he go out and do something, I can't whoop his ass, but you can arrest him.
And I can't whoop them, but I can be financially responsible for him.
Whatever they tow up.
But I can't. Yeah, which I'm gonna whoop mine.
Period. So
you know.
But I mean, it's just the state that we're in right now. Like John just said, if they're being allowed in the party and being treated on that level, then what the fuck can you do?
All right, brother.
You better get your book here real quick.
Oh boy. Okay. Prospects Bible, prospectsbible.com. Prospects Bible, prospectsbible.com. Motorcycle Club, PRO's Bible. I have a Motorcycle Club PRO's course that comes out, that's every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. You guys just dial 1-877-3.
You do a conference?
Yeah, I do a conference call. I put it on my John E. Bunch II. John E. Bunch II is my feed, and Black Dragon National President is my YouTube. And every Tuesday night I give this course. It's free. You don't have to buy the book. You can, but the course is free. And at the end of my course, you get a certification as a public relations specialist for a motorcycle club. And you won't get that anywhere but me. But you'll know how to do things like write press releases, hold press conferences, guard the reputation of your MC and manage the publics, and fight off negative stereotypes about the MC. I'll teach you how to do everything from control the press with good targeted media, all sorts of things. The great things that a PRO could do that have not one damn thing to do with passing out party favors.
That's all right, what we got?
Once again, thank you for the love and respect. Oh, that's FLNY.
Man, look here, we love y'all.
Yeah,
We got 2 hours.
I guess we can.
We're going to put this thing to rest.
And my newest book.
What you got?
My newest book coming out is
Oh, man, you don't knock it off.
Personal Trainer Abs.
If you don't
Y'all
knock
know that I lost 55 pounds in the last
And?
4 months.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm proud of you.
this is the book written with my trainer and good friend Candace Renee Burney, and we're going to teach you guys how to get flat abs. You're going to see my abs. Listen, I want y'all to eat better. We got to eat better out here. We black folks, we need to live longer. We got to eat better. We got to get off of this stuff that causes diabetes. We got to drink alkaline water, which he does do. And we gotta just, I challenge you all. Must we always have fried fish and French fries? Can we have fried fish and maybe some green beans or something?
I like asparagus.
Asparagus spears?
Yeah,
something. Let's do something, black folks, to keep ourselves alive. Okay.
Well, there it is, man.
How do you handle a startup? Is it okay to be a female social club, but 2 to 3 have bikes? Yes, you can be a social club
with bikes,
but you're still just a social club. And
until you make the transition.
And if your goal is to become an MC, well, if your goal is to become an MC with all female bikers, then of course you need to get 5. You need to have everybody in your bike club that has an MC, and then you petition the council or wherever you are and say, hey, and it's really cool if you start off a social club and you
already got your reputation on the set. You already know everybody know you. They function with you, so that's an easy vote. That's a real easy.
See, she wants the abs book, man. Don't put my abs book,
hey,
man.
If you don't
look
knock
at that.
it off,
She wants my abs book.
Hey, it's your boy Big LFA Choice, and I see my man John Bunk.
Black Dragon, National President of Black Sabbath Nation.
Man.
Black Dragon, National President on YouTube.
Y'all already know FHO Atlanta GA. Your boy Sell, man.
Thank y'all for tuning in for all these. I'm so tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
A little bit of potato.
You got an hour-long drive back. I'm glad you came this way.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, man, we love y'all. See y'all, man.
Thank you for joining.